People have kids because that's the only way they can feel like an actual adult. Let's be real. You need a handler. You need a supervisor. You need a babysitter. You need someone to take care of you when you get older. You need someone to love you unconditionally because you were afraid to do the shadow work for yourself. You were afraid to do the inner work with yourself. The only way you will receive purpose here is if you procreate. And if others don't do the same thing that you have just deemed in your head is honorable, you are going to project that on to other people. You don't know how much projection little old me gets because I have simply decided to opt out. I have peeped game, and this is why I'm not going to procreate. And it's the most selfless act you can do. It's a true form of love, and it's a true form of selflessness by not repeating the same trauma onto other people. A lot of y'all be setting up your own kids, setting them up for failure, setting them up for chaos. Look at the girl in the hotel with 7 kids. You're setting yourself up for poverty, and you're setting the kids up to have the legacy of trauma, dysfunction, and chaos and poverty. And we're gonna have to deal with that as citizens of America. But y'all act like you can't speak on a mother that's having all these kids. At least she's taking care of them. These mothers are having these kids because they wanted to feel love, when that is not the kid's duty to be your therapist, to be your life coach, to help you get your life in order. A lot of y'all be saying, the only way I can get up every morning is because I know I got mouths to feed. You should have already had the discipline, the self-actualizing nature in you to get yourself up out of bed and not needing a kid, a baby to cry so you can wake up and be a disciplined adult. This is trauma. The blind is leading the blind, and we're wondering, why are we living in dysfunction? It's because most people have this indoctrination that they have just followed a default script without questioning things, without being a mature person to realize that you don't have to beg for somebody to choose you. You don't have to fit a certain type of standard in this society. You don't have to be a yes man. You don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do, but you have to be able to lead you. And most people want to get led. Most people want to get fed, and most people want to get taken care of because unfortunately, most people are just toddlers in adult bodies. This is why babies is having babies. Kids is having kids. And the only way you can feel like I'm grown, you can't tell me nothing, is if you pop, lock, and drop it and open it up in the bedroom. I have noticed when you are a true mature adult, a true sovereign being, you have discipline. You have discipline within yourself, not needing external validation or physical validation to stroke your ego. You don't need a kid to give you some type of validation. You don't need a kid to hand clap to you that you're doing a good job out here. You have to remind yourself of that. But a lot of y'all have just perpetuated a cycle of dysfunction for these kids. At the ends of the day, I don't want to raise a being, a soul, an entity in a capitalistic society that thrives off of us being anxious, depressed, and seeking this self-esteem outside of ourselves. We are the masterpiece within, and we have to realize that instead of looking for people to complete us, like kids, spouses, or partners, or people we are in a relationship with, when we have to hold that duty for ourselves. Y'all not ready to really live like Jesus, like all y'all Christianity folks be saying, being fruitful and multiplying. The only way you can do that is procreating. It means with your gifts, your energy, being a sensible, sovereign being, and being a true adult that causes you to be responsible, emotionally intelligent, leading yourself instead of acting like a toddler in this society. I'm just a girl. No, you are just a woman. It's time to act like it.